Students, welcome to class chemistry. Today is third day and this is the topic characteristics of particles of matter. Yesterday I discussed this. Characteristics of matter are that particles of matter have force of attraction between them, particles of matter have gap between them, and particles of motion are always in motion. Today we will discuss these characteristics of particles of matter briefly. So first I am taking particles of matter have force of attraction between them. Force of attraction between them. You see many things around you, and when you do some work, then you see that on some objects we have to apply more force to work with them, and with some a very little force with them. For example, if I want to move my hand in air, then I can easily do it. But if I have to break this chalk piece, then I have to apply little bit more force than this. See this. Okay, and same while if I want to break this chalk holder, I have to apply much more force on it. That means particles of matter have force of attraction between them, and it varies from particle to particle. We can see this by different examples. Next is particles of matter have gap between them. Gap between them means they have space between two particles, and this is known as interparticular gap or space. This force of attraction between particles was due to interparticle forces. That means force between two particles of that object. They have force of attraction. After that also they have gap between them. I can show you this by experiments, and you can do simple experiments at your home also. For example, I am taking water and salt or sugar. You can also take it. This is simply you can get at your home. See, this is water. I have taken in this transparent glass, and level of water is up to this. Now I am putting this salt in it. Just do little bit stirring. Stirring means ghumana. It will help to mix salt properly in the water. Now see, level of water does not rise from here, but salt is not here. You can see it. That means where this salt goes, where these particles of salt are. Salt particles have force of attraction between them, but they are not this time here. That means their force of attraction is broken. Water particles also have force of attraction between them. That's why they are not flying in the air. But where this salt go? That means there is gap between particles of water, and salt particle take that gap or space. Thank you. So you see that particles of matter have gap between them, and when we mix one particle in another, then the vacant space is taken by that particle. Let's see. This is our beaker, and these were particles of water. These are water particles. When I put salt, then these water particles have gap between them, and salt particles go between these gaps. That's why the level of water is not increased from there. Okay. Now, next is air. Air particle also have gap between them. That's why I can move my finger, my hand in these gaps. Next, Third one is particles of matter are always in motion. Motion means movement, means particles of matter always move from one part to another. When I am taking, I will say that air is moving. You can't see it, but you can feel it only when it is blowing. Otherwise, you can't feel it that air is in motion. When I put something on the table, you can't see that it is moving. It is still moving, but its motion is very slow that you can't imagine it or you can't see it. Same way, water particles are also moving in bottle or in glass also. But if it get more space, then it will come out of it and they can move. But when these are in one container, you can't say that it is moving. Now see, when I pour this water in this container, then these particles are moving. When I apply more force on it. Now, in the different places we can see this. First, I am taking example. When I am writing on board this chalk, for example, I am writing this matter. How I can write with the chalk on this board? First thing, chalk and this board particle get force of attraction. That's why it is attached to the board. Second thing, board particles have gap between them and chalk particles go in that gap. That's why chalk is sticking to board. And third is always in motion. You can't see it. But chalk particle when go inside the gap, they show the motion. That's why they go there. So you can say that these all the three characteristics we can see on this. I am taking one more example. This is glass. I took water in it, and when I put this ujala, you can simply say how these ujala particles are moving. And when I stir it, their motion increases. And within time, few seconds, complete water turns blue. You can do this with any other thing also at your home. You can use colors also. At home you are using drawing colors, painting colors. You can do this experiment with this also. Or you can use red color, pink, holy colors also. You can even use these days when COVID-19 is more, then you are using always Dettol or some other liquid to clean your floor, to clean other things also. So when you put that ujala in water, you have no need to stir the water. It itself mixes with water. How it happens? Because these particles show motion and they mixes with each other. Same I can take example of this also. Let's see. This is agarbatti. It is also called incense stick in English. So when you will read in books, then you can see that it is incense stick. Now see what happened. What is happening here? This smoke is coming out. Where this smoke is going? I am not applying any force. I am not blowing air. Without doing anything, its smoke is going. Where? In the gap between air particles. And it is going itself and mixes with air and we can't see it. Okay. So this is also by movement of particles. This special thing is called diffusion. Okay. So now next term, new term come, that is diffusion. What is diffusion? Now diffusion is intermixing of particles of two substances by their own. Sometimes we apply force and sometimes without force they mixes with each other. When summer season will come, you will use different type of drinks at your home. You will make different type of juices, lemonade, sharbat, etc. These all things mix with water. That is all due to diffusion. That means particles of one substance going into another. You can smell at home different type of food. Food is cooked in kitchen, but when you are sitting in bedroom or somewhere else, you can smell that food and you can recognize that what special dish is made by your mother or someone else. These days I think you are enjoying at home and different type of dishes you are getting there. Okay, so that smell how comes to you? The particles of food are moving in particles of air, showing diffusion and reaches to you. Okay, I think now it is clear for you what is diffusion, and this diffusion is shown in every particle, solid, liquid, gas, everything can show diffusion. This diffusion depends upon temperature. How it depends? Because this movement of particles is due to their kinetic energy. Now what is kinetic energy? You don't know this term. Every particle have a fixed energy. If it is at rest, that energy is potential energy, and if its potential energy increases then it will convert into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. That means if particles have to move, they should have kinetic energy in them, and if less kinetic energy, movement is slow. If more kinetic energy, then movement is more. It is very fast. So due to kinetic energy, particles can move, and this kinetic energy is increased due to temperature. So we can simply say temperature is directly proportional to diffusion. That means if temperature is more, diffusion is more. If temperature is less, diffusion is less. We can again take example. When you mix sugar in cold water or cold milk, it will take more time to mix. But when we add sugar in hot milk or hot tea, within seconds or in 1 or 2 minutes it completely dissolves. It is due to diffusion. Okay, so these were the characteristics of matter, and now we have completed 3 topics. Now I want to recapitulate your knowledge about this. So for tomorrow I am giving you one assignment. First is what is matter. Give any 5 examples of matter from your surrounding. You can give any 5 from solid, liquid, gas, anything which having mass and occupies space. Second thing, what things show that matter have particle nature. And thirdly, what are characteristics of matter? Okay, and on the basis of this, write the increasing order of first one, force of attraction in iron, chalk, air and paper. Here you have to write which one have more force, which one have less force. That means I am giving you hint. If you have to apply more force to break them, then their force of attraction is more, and if less, then less. Second one, gap between particles. Water, oxygen and wood. If you can add anything easily in that, that means they have less gap, more gap. And if you can't easily mix another thing in that, they have gap. Third one, cold tea vapor, vapors of hot tea, cold tea. So you have to tell which will show more diffusion or motion in particles. So you have to complete this, and your last question is, why the smell of hot food reaches you sitting several meters away? But to take the smell of cold food, you have to go close to it. You can experimentally check these at your home, and tomorrow I will discuss